Good morning and welcome to Vlogmas Day 18. It's early. I am fresh out of the shower, as you can probably tell. I have a wonderful day ahead of me. I have the morning to get some work done, try to catch up on everything that I didn't do during this very active weekend. And then in the afternoon, we have yet another of our Christmas traditions going on. We are going to Christmas Tivoli. Tivoli is a very, very old amusement park in Copenhagen. It is so beautiful. It is just so pretty, and especially at Christmas time. They will have a Christmas market in there. Most of the rides are going to be open, most of the restaurants, and it's just so beautiful. We usually always bring the grandchildren and our moms. This year, my mom is unfortunately not going to be able to make it. She has fallen prey to the perfect storm of flu, COVID, pneumonia, and RS virus that we are dealing with these days. But she's gonna be fine. She's just in no condition to be walking around in the cold for a full afternoon and evening. So yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm of course gonna bring you, just in case you don't know Tivoli, it's amazing. It is so pretty. First of all, I am gonna open up my Advents, because what I usually do is I start the day by editing yesterday's Vlogmas, and as I edit, I sit knit or crochet. Today, I want to knit on my hyacinth, because last night I was able to start one sleeve. Not two, as I said I would. I decided to just knit on the one sleeve and continue even after the colorwork section, just continuing on with the main color section here. And I'm actually quite surprised at how these colors are working up, because when I was looking at them in the skeins, they looked much more gray than they do knit up. Here they look mauve, I guess, is the color. They're so pretty. But I can also see that when I was using the darkest of the grays, there's just not enough contrast to the main color. So on the other sleeve, I'm probably going to omit that and only use the two apparently mauvish grays that I have. But look, isn't it just... yeah. I'm in love. I'm in love with my hyacinth sweater, and I cannot wait to work on it even more. I did bring the colors that I have so that we can look at them together with the one from today. So let's start by opening that one. It's from Cami Jo Knits, and you probably know this by now, but from Cami Jo Knits, her Advent based on the Danish painter Anna Anker. Let's see. Wow, look at this. Look at this. So let me just show you the colors that I have, because that is these colors I have already. And I'm guessing this one we can leave out, and then we have to choose 3 colors from this bundle. Or, you know what? go with all four. I might do that. Or I might take out this one because it's much more pink and go with these that have similar tones. I would probably put them like this. So you have the green and gold, and the gold with just a little bit of green speckling, and then into this one. Yeah. This is what I want to do. And you know what this means? It means that I can finish my hyacinth. Oh, then I could wear it on little Christmas Eve, the 23rd. We also have traditions for the 23rd, and for that occasion, my hyacinth would be perfect, and I have the colors that I need now. Whoa, I have the color. Now I just need the knitting time. But you know what? I'm probably gonna get that because the next 3 days are gonna be kind of quiet. I am putting this out again to the benevolent forces of the universe. The next 3 days are gonna be kind of quiet. Not a lot of things going on. Just us puttering around the house, getting ready for Christmas. We are gonna celebrate Christmas here in our house. We have been doing that since the kids were really small. Actually, we've been doing that ever since my oldest son was 2 years old. So Christmas is always at our house, except that in later years, our youngest son here in Denmark has insisted that on the years where he has his oldest daughter, Christmas is at his house, which is of course okay. I mean, we pass things down to the coming generations. All is good. But this year is a Christmas at my place year, which I am not mad about. So yeah, that's the plan for the following days. But first we have the fun Christmas Tivoli trip today. Let's just open up Yarn Cafe Creations and Dragon Hoard Yarns, day 18, because Isabella is obviously coming with us on this trip, so maybe we can do just a little bit of a guessing game. I would actually like to see if she can guess the color from yesterday, the Dumbledore color that I couldn't really make sense of, but with what she did on Saturday, sorry. This one is really pretty. Now, I think about Hedwig, but we already had her. A free elf. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's true. That is true. I can see that. I can't wait to knit with these colors. That's going to be so much fun. It's probably not going to be until February because most of January we're going to be in Texas. And I'm not sure that a blanket project is what I want to bring on such a long flight. And also I do have a couple of things that I want to finish in January. I'm gonna knit a little sweater for Lucas, one just like the one that I made for John. I want to finish my Christmas Day cast on. It's always like a rush to the finish line with my Christmas Day cast on. I always get kind of obsessed with that project because it's typically something that I have been working up, really building it up in my head. So I'm all excited and manically knitting away when I finally get the chance. But yeah, probably in February, I'm gonna knit the blanket for Isabella using all of these gorgeous colors. I am also, of course, going to open to Pia from Pia. There you go, day 18. Just in case I get some crochet time. I don't think so, though. Not today. Oh, look at this. I have no idea what this is, but it's a beautiful color. It's beautiful. See, in the blanket, I am doing mostly neutrals, grays and blacks and a little bit of brown. But I also put in some reds and some greens, just in these muted, wonderful colors. This is gonna just be absolutely beautiful in there. I also want to show you the progress that I made on Peter's hat yesterday. It's not impressive. I was busy talking. I did not do a lot of knitting, but I did do some. And I mean, I could finish this hat in an evening if I just went at it. But it's also nice to have something that I can use when I'm out or when there's people here. Probably gonna knit on it in the car going into Copenhagen tonight. I'm a little concerned that it's too big. Doesn't it look huge? But you know, when I measure it against his existing hats, it does look like it'll fit. And if it turns out to be too big, I'm gonna throw it in the washer and the dryer just to shrink it a little bit. I'm probably gonna hand wash it and then put it in the dryer and then just be standing there checking it every couple of minutes to see how far along in the shrinking process it is. But yeah, definitely I need to finish this before Christmas, but I am in no rush to do so. It's one of those that I could finish on little Christmas Eve, like the night before Christmas Eve. That was it for the knitting and crochet. I want to talk a little bit about a question that I have gotten a couple of times in the last few days, ever since I shared about my Buddhist background and training. I have gotten some questions about meditations. Yeah, I've been answering them as I have been getting them, but it's always going to be just a little shorter when I answer in writing. So I thought I would talk about it here because Christmas is wonderful. We have so many wonderful traditions. We get to spend so much time with family. Christmas is wonderful. But Christmas can also be quite stressful because we have so many wonderful traditions and because we get to spend so much time with family. So I need my meditation practice in this very, very busy time. It's a busy month. It's wonderful, but it's busy. And I find that when I do my meditations, I get on top of things and I am better able to pick and choose what's important and what is actually not important, but just seems important. Because when you're stressed, everything can seem to be equally important, which it's not. Only you know what is most important for you. It may be that it is really important for you to make that special kind of cookies that you've been making your whole life. Then realize that that's important to you. Make time for it. You will find the time once you see other things that are not equally important. I learned this the hard way the year that my grandson Lucas was born, He was born on November 30th, and Peter and I were in Texas up until December 17. Then we came home and we needed to make everything ready to do Christmas. And I really had to take a good long look at everything that I wanted to do for Christmas and figure out what's important. And again, if you don't start looking until you are feeling overwhelmed, I need the meditations. I need the little daily oasis of calm to just get on top of things and help me see what matters and what doesn't matter as much. Of course, if you start dropping things, you may disappoint others, and that's never fun. But you know, chances are they're gonna survive. Chances are even that they're gonna enjoy you being more relaxed and happy and having more time to spend with them in a calm manner. I'm just saying. So what I do is I take the time to just sit. I do nothing but sit. I don't sit and think. I don't sit and plan or sit and dream. I only sit. When I do that, of course, thoughts are gonna come barging in on me. It feels like the mind is like, woohoo, she is letting me loose and I can go crazy now. That's not really what is happening. It's just that you are being quiet so that you can see the craziness that goes on at all times. We call it monkey mind because the mind just wants to latch on to anything and just have at it. So having a quiet time where you just sit and you watch the mind go crazy, but you don't go crazy with it. One of my first teachers, he compared it to being at an airport with a fistful of tickets, looking at all of the planes going to very exciting places, but choosing not to board any of them. I sometimes compare it to being at this big party with all of your most amazing friends, and they're standing around talking about these super exciting things that you really want to talk about. But you choose to just be there. You don't engage. So that's what you want to do to calm the mind, is not engage. And trying to push thoughts away is engaging. Don't do that. It's the nature of the mind to think, just like it's the nature of the eye to see. If you want to not see, you're probably going to have to close your eyes. You can't close your mind. But you can see and not pay attention, and that's what you're going to do with your thoughts. Just staying present with them and not engaging. That may take some practice. Some of you might even be like, what is she even talking about? Because this is not something that we experience naturally. We have to want to do that. Again, it's the nature of the mind to think. If you want to make it a little bit easier on yourself, you can have something to focus your mind on, a little anchor of mindfulness, if you will. Traditionally, that would be the breath. The breath coming in, going out. Just focusing your thoughts on that. But I have also really enjoyed doing knitting meditations where I focus my mind on my knitting. I only knit. I only knit. I don't knit and think. I don't knit and plan. I don't knit and dream. I only knit. And I am fully aware of the sensations in my hands, the wool going through my fingers, the movement of the needles, the subtle little shifts in my body's posture as I knit. Maybe you should, if you're feeling overwhelmed at this Christmas time, award yourself just a little bit of mindful knitting, just to focus, center, and be able to be more present, be more you, so you have something nice to offer the world instead of this stressed out, hyper Christmas monster. So I am gonna go edit Vlogmas from yesterday, and I am gonna work on my hyacinth as I do that. And then later today, after I finish work, we're gonna go to Tivoli, and I will see you then.
Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when there's love there's always a way. And oh, this time of year we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day. This year I'll think about how I'm so lucky to have a place that I can come home to. Yes, I am on my way. We'll put our differences aside and just enjoy this moment of peace and love and happiness. We come together.
I'm not wasting any dreams this Christmas. I've made my wish upon that star. The only dream of which my list consists is to always be wherever you are. This year there will be no praying for the snow to fall. It would not make a difference to me.